Welcome everybody to the channel. Just out on location in the town centre. Nice to see people about, not many masks about, people just carrying on with the normal routine of life. And that's what I'm going to do on this channel, carry on the routine of trying to get a message across about the BBC. Had one or two encounters with one or two messages. Comments about the channel. When I said cutting the cord, when I mean cutting the cord, I mean it's cutting the cord. That means that you've got no coax aerial coming into your house. You cut the cord, you haven't got one in the house, meaning that if you do get a visit by the Capita BBC goons, you've no access to get the aerial from your aerial on the roof, if you've still got one on the roof, or any other device to put it into your TV to a aerial point. You haven't got a coax cord, so that's cutting the cord, or you just throw it away, or you just don't use it. You don't have one in the house. That was meant by cutting the cord. Anyway, one or two people probably didn't get that message, that I didn't mean to take your aerial off the roof. I mean, if you've got an aerial on the roof, you can leave it up there. You're just not going to use it anymore if you're not watching terrestrial television, and you just not got a link from the aerial to your television set at the back where you plug it in the aerial. That was my meaning of cutting the cord. You don't no longer require a TV license, if you're license free, to have an aerial in the back of your television. I mean, you can still leave it in if you're not watching, but as I say, if you deactivated the television, you're not watching, well, you don't need the aerial. That was the point of the cutting the cord, and I got over 1,000 views on that video, but half a dozen people probably didn't get the message, and I got one or two dislikes. And it's fair comment, if you don't understand. I'm putting the rules right now. That obviously, you're cutting the cord, that means you're not watching terrestrial television. So a television won't work unless it's got a air on the back to pick up the picture, pick up the terrestrial signal. You've got an air on the roof, or if you're living in flats or somewhere, or wherever your community's aerial or whatever, but you need to have a socket in the back of your TV to get the aerial to tune the TV channel in. Of course, if you're on the internet, that's a different situation altogether. As I said, the iPlayer is for people who on the internet, and that's what the BBC want you to do. Go on to the BBC iPlayer, because they know in probably 5-6 years' time they have to get rid of this terrestrial television, or make a decision whether to go for advertisements, because people are just going to be watching internet on the internet iPlayer. So that's the message, folks, I was trying to put across, that once you've got no terrestrial aerial on the roof, or you're not using it, or you just leave the aerial outside, and you can't get any problems when they come knocking on your door. One of the best people to understand this was Mr. H, when he did a demonstration, one of his videos. I'll leave the link for that video to see Mr. H explain to you how to become license free. And when you're license free, you're not watching terrestrial television. And that was the message, folks, cutting the cord. And as I said, in the years to come, in 2027, the government will have to make a decision about this terrestrial television, what to do with the BBC. Can go advertisements like, putting adverts on the terrestrial television. That means it'd be like ITV and Channel 4. You don't pay for it. The license fee can be scrapped. BBC can be commercialised. So that was the plan of the video, to try and make people understand that, you know, terrestrial television is limited, to me, my opinion. Although it's not free, but it will be free, because free to view, like free view, like, you know, that kind of stuff. It'd just be there pumping it out, and they'll have advertisements, which they don't do now on BBC. You've got Channel 4 gets advertisement. You've got Coronation Street. When you watch Coronation Street, you know, there's advertisement in that 15-minute slot. That's why they brought it to three days a week, so they get more revenue with the people watching Coronation Street. It's just about revenue that pays for the channel. Advertisers pay, like on this channel now, YouTube. I mean, you know, advertisers pay for it. That's where people are watching. It's just a common thing. You get it everywhere in life. Anyway, folks, I just wanted to clear that up, and just thank you again for everybody who tunes in. If you tuned in, if you're new, welcome. I hope you understand this channel's about becoming license free. In association with other YouTubers, I get information about the BBC. Mr. Chili John is very, very good. You know, I'm waiting for the goons to arrive at my doorstep, but of course they're not going to do, really. Maybe next 6 months, 12 months, I don't know. I should be waiting for them, and I'm going to document it for everybody to watch, because I'm 2 years license free. I've not paid for a license for over 2 years. So anyway, that's it, folks, and I hope it clears it up, and I'll get back to you on the next one. Bye now.